2K Sports. Checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Well, guys, for the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off the loss to the Clippers.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now, here's Şengün. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
Jacks up a three. Embiid, no good. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Green. Three-pointer. Şengün, no good. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Houston ball. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
5 to shoot. Three-pointer. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now, here's Maxey. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. The finish. And Green slams it in.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him, whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Maxey. The Rockets making the shot. And George gets it to go.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Pass to Şengün. Out to Brooks. Thompson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. High arcing shot. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That shot wide open. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside, George. To the middle. Embiid in the corner. Another three for Philadelphia. Houston leading by 4. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Yabusele. George looking around. Over Eason. The shot by George, no good. Houston in the lead. Jumps up. And the dunk by Eason.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
To the paint. And the dunk by Eason.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Rockets up.
The Rockets, 23.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And stolen by Thompson. Driving inside.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Lowry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
I know you are. How about a big hand for your Sixers?
Houston leading by 13. Shepard with the ball. Here's Whitmore. And it's off from three-point range. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Whitmore. It's good from about 19 feet.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Drummond. And here's Edwards. Covered by Smith. Back to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Drummond, a screen. Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. Drummond's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Philadelphia on D. 11-point game. Oubre with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. It's tipped. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Outside for Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Drummond. Another shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet outside. Down low, Shepard. In the corner, it's Whitmore. It's tipped. Edwards with it. Now Smith defending. Oubre on the wing. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Oubre's got his first points in this one. Now here is Smith. Scoreless thus far. Back to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Van Vliet outside. Sinks the triple. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is Van Vliet's calling card. He's actively looking to fire from deep.
And George gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Pass to George. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Edwards, good.
And they've repeatedly broken inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Whitmore with it. And the rejection by Embiid. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pass to Eason. Oh, good with the triple. The 76ers trailed by 10. Outside, Maxey. The 3 from George. George missing again.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Maxey looking it over. Inside. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Thompson. Now Eason. Şengün inside. Here's Green. There's the drive. And Green slams it in.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Pass to Şengün. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Şengün's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
A nice shot by George.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Thompson inside the line. It's hauled in by Edwards. The 76ers trailed by 12. To the inside. And stolen by Şengün. Brooks right side. And another 3 for Houston.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Eason gets a wide-open look. And another 3 for Houston.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Pass to Şengün. In the corner, it's Eason. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot off. Paul George with the steal. Here's Embiid. Nobody stopping Embiid on the break there.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Pass to Eason. Şengün with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Rockets. From deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers. And the D looks shell-shocked.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:02 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Pass to Yabusele. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Rockets leading by 16. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Left side, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Pass to Maxey. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Van Vliet. To the paint. Out to Smith. 16 seconds left in the third. Adams outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. It's George on the wing. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about it.
53.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers, trailing by 13.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Adams outside. And a wide open look for Walker. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And both free throws good for Whitmore. The 76ers trailed by 10. Outside, Maxey. It's George on the way. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. So for the Rockets.
Substitution on the court.
Houston leading by 10. Thompson right side. Brooks right side. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
It's stolen by Eason. From downtown, they get the rebound. Out to Brooks. Pass to Thompson. Back to Şengün. Fires the three. The rebound by Paul George. Here's Philadelphia. A 12-point game. Embiid owns the lane.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Now Thompson. Over to the wing. From deep. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid.
He's a tough matchup inside. Şengün can body you, or he can finesse you.
And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Inside, Embiid going all out.
Throw it down, big man. You gotta love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Here's Brooks. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Jalen Green.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
Poke loose. Pass to Şengün. Down low. Here's Brooks. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Brooks has got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's Edwards. Nice D from Brooks. Over in the corner, Green. Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. The three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trailed by 10. Edwards with it. He's covered by Thompson. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Maxey, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Amen Thompson.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Thompson. And here is Şengün. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Maxey. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.